Well, after a day off yesterday because of a weak news day, we got a few things to talk about today. And mainly the biggest thing coming out of today is that apparently, if you watched Dynamite last night, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega are looking like they will be back at Full Gear next weekend. That they will be back at Full Gear. The former Trios champions have not been on AEW programming since the fallout from All Out. After being after seeing their AEW Trios championships vacated or having their titles vacated, and Death Triangle becoming the new AEW Trios champions, I think that the main question is, what do we expect from Kenny and the Bucks when they come back? I know that there's somewhat of an expectation that the heels will be. There is somewhat of an expectation that uh, maybe FTR will be going against the Gun Club for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles, even if it's on the pre-show. That maybe we'll be seeing that match. So we'll be seeing a few tag team title matches on the show, including Swerve in Our Glory against the Acclaimed, more than likely. Actually, yes, I think that is actually official. The FTR versus the Gun Club is not official, but I think it is a possibility that we will see the match. I think it is up in the air what to expect from the Elite, but I would love to see the Elite slowly but surely regain some form of status within the company and work to get the title shot as opposed to automatically be thrust into the opportunity with Death Triangle for the Trios Championships. Or even if you have someone, it could be anyone, uh, come out and basically say the company's been better when you guys weren't here. I know that AEW does not have another pay-per-view after Full Gear, but they do have Winter is Coming, which is the special edition of Dynamite that happens in December every year. So they do have that coming, and they do have a special card remaining through for 2022. But as far as pay-per-views, they do not have another pay-per-view in 2022. Um, but I think it would be a little deflating if the Bucks and Kenny just jump right in and are challenging Death Triangle at Full Gear, because that match, like the Bucks going back with Ray Phoenix and Penta El Zero Mero, it deserves some build. Because I could be wrong, but I don't think the Bucks and Kenny I don't think the Bucks and the Lucha Brothers have fought each other since their in-ring classic at All Out last year. You know, so I think it deserves some anticipation because of the fact that we have not seen the match in over a year. You know, and but I am, for one, very happy that we're going to be able to start putting the we're going to be able to start putting what happened at All Out behind us. I am for one very happy that we'll be able to start putting what happened at All Out behind us. I just think that as far as Kenny and the Bucks are concerned, they need to work it. AEW would be able to gain more from the Bucks and Kenny working into the number one contender spot for the trios titles, as opposed to automatically gaining the spot for the trios titles. But that's just me. You know, we will likely find out more about All Out in the coming. I mean, Full Gear rather in the coming week, because next week is the go home show for All Out. All Out is on November the 19th. And the company has every intention of, I'm sure, pulling out all the stops on Rampage this week and on Rampage the following week, as well as Dynamite next week. Speaking of Rampage, I will be doing a preview this week of Rampage and next week of Rampage. And we'll be trying to focus a little bit on Rampage to give Rampage a little bit of the spotlight, because I do believe that Rampage deserves somewhat of the spotlight. And I just want to be a little bit different, because I feel like, you know, everybody's going to give the spotlight to Dynamite, and not so many people give it to Rampage. But we will be going over the Full Gear card before Full Gear next week. And yeah, so we got that. You know, if you're an AEW fan, we do got that to look forward to. You know, also if you're an AEW fan, I would say that you should be looking forward to when AEW Fight for the Fallen comes out, because I will be playing that game to a degree ad nauseum. But also when I may end up splitting up the news to where when I have AEW news, it is specifically designed for AEW videos, and when I have WWE news, it is specifically designed for the WWE game. But it is also likely that the King of the Ring tournament will be becoming a premium live event next year, replacing, I'm guessing, Extreme Rules and Hell in a Cell, because as it was reported earlier a few months ago, both Hell in a Cell, I know offhand Hell in a Cell is completely scrapped. In my opinion, so should Extreme Rules, and to a degree, so should Money in the Bank, where I don't want to say downplay the Money in the Bank, but where you replace it with another pay-per-view. But if Money in the Bank's standalone pay-per-view does get pulled, in my opinion, that should mean that opens the spot for the same month or around the same month when the King of the Ring used to be held. So that would be ironic enough, and you know, good. It would be a good shout. You know, because when the King of the Ring was a standalone pay per view, it was typically held in June as a buffer between WrestleMania and SummerSlam. So it'd be nice if they did that, and also it would be nice if the King of the Ring is a standalone pay per view, that they used it to springboard somebody to a world title match at SummerSlam. The other thing I wanted to mention is it is official. The 24/7 championship is done. It is officially retired. And it is much maligned that I think that the 24/7 title, to a degree, could have been something similar to, the 24/7 title could have been something similar to the television championship. The 24/7 title could have been something more than it was, but it just was, pretty clear that WWE did not want it to be more than it was. And it was also pretty clear that Triple H didn't like the championship. And that is why it was, well, thrown in the bin. As for one other note, I just want to mention is I'm not. I don't look at Austin Theory losing the Money in the Bank briefcase as a bad thing. I look at it as more of a reset for Austin Theory. And just one note, and I'm going to mention this when I do AEW videos down the road. Cole Carter, if he is aligned with Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, Satnam Singh, and Jeff Jarrett, he needs to be featured with Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Sanjay Dutt because it would allow somebody like Cole Carter the opportunity to stand out being surrounded by former world champions and very, very respected veterans of the business, and it would allow somebody that a lot of people don't know to stand out. But that's just me. In my opinion, that's the finish I would go with for the tag team match at Full Gear with Darby and Sting against Jarrett and Jay Lethal. But that's just me. Either way, I just, that those are my thoughts on wrestling, and I hope you enjoyed. If you agree, disagree, if you want to share your thoughts, down in the comment section below. Otherwise, leave a like, subscribe to the channel to let me know that you like the content because it really does help. And before you go, do not forget to ding dong that notification bell to always know when a new video is up on the channel because that is the only way you'll get the notifications. And until next time, I will see you again soon.